Well, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I wanted to post a real short follow-up to a member of the RPF group who's, I guess, doing a B9 robot costume and wanted to have a means of having in the show, it's a neon chest light respond to the actor's voice, and they were going down a path I thought was a little bit overly complicated, and I had suggested just simply use the output from an MP3 player to drive a solid-state relay, which would then drive, here I've got, for an example, a 12-volt LED strip that I'm just using as my light. You can hook up, at least with the solid-state relay that I'm using, 2 amps in a configuration that the polarity is not important, or 4 amps if you actually tie the FETs in parallel. I'm not sure what his consumption is going to be, and I didn't want to overly complicate things, so I chose a solid-state relay that, you have your choice. Either have it in series and the polarity is irrelevant, or you could have it in parallel and have double the current. But 2 amps is an awful lot for these strip LEDs. I'm not sure how he wants to approach it, but anyways, this is what I actually posted in the schematic, and this is how it comes when you order it. This is the DF Player Mini, and what I've done here is I made a demonstration board which you can find in their data book or data sheet. I guess it's actually a book, and what I can do is I can directly address files from these push buttons and also control volume and the playing format. You could do this with a microcontroller, but again, keep it simple. The average modeler could probably handle something like this. It's not terribly complicated. It simply works off of a micro SD card that you load your MP3 files up on. Be careful, there are copies or clones of these DF players out there, and if they are, the way they interpret the files can be a little bit scattered, but not a terrible inconvenience when you consider the price break. So let's power this up, and let me demonstrate here what I was going for. And there we go.
Thermogenetic unit. Adjust to the biological need of each imprisoned animal. From 300 degrees above zero to 150 degrees below zero.
Now this is exactly the way they did it in the show.
He who chickens and runs away will chicken out another day.
Or else they had a guy back there flipping the switch.
Exactly. Launch plus 8 hours. Inertial guidance system. Destroy. Radio transmitter. Destroy. Cabin pressure control system. Destroy.
I'll post the model or the part number of the solid-state relay. This couldn't be any simpler. I mean, it's just basic audio current driving a speaker. Well, it should be sufficient to drive an LED, but in limited capacity. So, putting the solid-state relay, you do 2 things. You increase the current, but you also do a level shift. So the module, which runs off of 5 volts, isn't damaged by your power strip, your LED strip, which runs off of 12 volts. I hope this wasn't too confusing, but it's so simple. So I hope this helps out, and I hope your costume turns out fantastic. Be sure to post a video of it when it's done. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.